In today's world, where technology is advancing rapidly and military strategies are becoming more and more modern, the role of unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones, is becoming increasingly prominent on modern battlefields. By 2025, the competition between countries to build smarter, stealthier, and deadlier drones has become extremely intense. In fact, different countries are all trying to gain control of the skies with minimal human intervention. Today, we're going to get to know 10 of the most badass military drones in the world. These are intelligent flying machines that deliver maximum destruction with minimal error. So stay with me until the end of this video to discover these engineering marvels with truly extraordinary capabilities. On a beautifully sunny day with a wonderfully calm sky, when even the cheerful birds might be flying and singing their sweet melodies and everything seems perfectly normal, suddenly something could appear high above us. And after that startling event, we might not hear a single sound anymore. Because just seeing it for a moment is enough for everything to end, and for our eyes to close to this world. Yes, I'm talking about deadly military drones. Soulless machines, tireless, fearless, and without conscience, that only take orders and carry them out, but with an accuracy that sometimes makes them even scarier than humans. Alright, let's get to introducing these 10 flying killers. Number 1 on our list, the MQ-9 Reaper by General Atomics. This is one of the most famous and battle-tested combat drones in the world, built by the American company General Atomics. This advanced drone is designed specifically for long-duration, high-altitude missions and precision strikes. It can soar like an eagle several kilometers above its target and then, in the blink of an eye, swoop down and take it out. To be more precise, this advanced drone, which is heavily armed with Hellfire missiles and precision laser-guided bombs, can effectively strike its designated target from many kilometers away. Its aerodynamic and slender body is equipped with a powerful turboprop engine made by Honeywell, which allows it to fly at an altitude of 5,000 feet or 15 kilometers and stay airborne for over 27 hours. This drone has a range of 1,900 kilometers or 1,180 miles, and with its constant presence on the battlefield and high destructive power, it stands out. Now let's move on to Turkey's little champion, a slim and small drone called the Bayraktar TB2. This drone has become a symbol of low-cost but effective warfare. In fact, you could say it's an economic killer. The Bayraktar TB2 has a wingspan of 12 meters or 39 feet, and even though it's considered a lightweight drone, it can carry up to 150 kilograms or 330 pounds of payload. But more importantly, it can stay airborne for up to 27 hours. It's also equipped with advanced electronic systems and laser-guided bombs. It's interesting to know that the Bayraktar TB2 can fly both autonomously and under human control. This drone has been used especially in the wars in Libya, Syria, and Ukraine. Information itself is the deadliest weapon in the world, and the RQ-4 Global Hawk drone is an advanced reconnaissance UAV that can gather crucial intelligence. In fact, you could say that even though this drone isn't armed, it's unmatched when it comes to battlefield awareness. This drone is equipped with advanced imaging radars and thermal sensors, and it transmits information in real time. In operations in Afghanistan and Iraq, it was able to report escape routes, hideouts, and even the movement paths of enemy forces moment by moment. This drone, built by Northrop Grumman for the US Air Force, has a wingspan of 34 meters, can climb up to 18 kilometers in altitude, and can fly non-stop for up to 22,000 kilometers. So, it's specifically designed for long-duration missions at high altitudes. But the Anka is a drone made by Turkey, designed for both day and night operations. It's classified as the medium-altitude, long-endurance drone. What does that mean? It means this drone is stronger and larger than lighter drones like quadcopters, the ones used for filming or tactical drones, and it can stay airborne for hours at higher altitudes with a greater capacity to carry weapons and equipment. Now, let's take a closer look at these features. The NK's wingspan is about 17 meters, and it can carry 200 kilograms or 440 pounds of payload, including ML smart bombs and EO/IR sensors. Its range reaches 4,900 kilometers or 3,040 miles, and it can climb up to 30,000 feet or about 10 kilometers. It can fly for 24 hours and is capable of carrying out a variety of missions, from reconnaissance to attack. But from here on out, we're going to look at drones that are either extremely stealthy or incredibly fast. For example, a drone that can penetrate deep into enemy territory without being seen, or a model that crosses the border in just a few precious minutes and destroys an entire command center. So make sure to keep watching the rest of this comprehensive and insightful video. Let's get to know the formidable Dragon and the impressive Chinese Wing Long 2, a highly advanced unmanned aerial vehicle. This sophisticated drone is meticulously manufactured by the renowned Chengdu Aerospace Corporation in China, a prominent aerospace company. It's a high-performance combat and reconnaissance drone. Its wingspan is 20.5 meters or 67 feet, and it can carry up to 400 kilograms or about 880 pounds of payload, including various types of missiles and guided bombs. It can fly for up to 32 hours or 20 hours at high speed and has a range of over 4,000 kilometers, or the equivalent in miles, as you can see on the screen. This drone is an important tool in China's military exports and demonstrates the region's power, and even countries like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Pakistan have used it in real operations. You can't talk about killer drones without mentioning Russia. The Orion is a reconnaissance and attack drone that can reach up to 25,000 feet, or about 7 kilometers in altitude. Its flight endurance is also between 24 and 30 hours in the sky. Its wingspan is 16 meters or 52 feet, and it can carry up to 200 kilograms, that's about 440 pounds of payload, and it's also equipped with guided bombs and missiles. This Russian shadow of death has been used in the Syrian war, and there are even reports of this drone being used in the war in Ukraine. You might have heard the name of the Israeli Hermes 900 drone in the Iran-Israel conflict. This Israeli drone is a multi-purpose UAV of the medium-altitude, long-endurance class. By medium-altitude, long-endurance class, we mean a drone that has both relatively high altitude and range, as well as the ability to carry out long and multi-purpose missions. Many armies use this drone. Its wingspan is 15 meters, or about 49 feet, and it can carry up to 350 kilograms, which is around 770 pounds of payload. It can stay in the air for more than 36 hours and reach up to 30,000 feet, which is about 10 kilometers high. The Hermes 900 is precise, reliable, and durable in the sky. Let's go back to the United States again, and this time it's the XQ-58A Valkyrie drone. When we talk about the future, the Valkyrie is exactly what we imagine. A stealth drone with no tail, designed with a composite body to avoid radar detection, capable of flying at a speed of 882 kilometers per hour, that's 548 miles per hour, with a range of 5,500 kilometers or 3,500 miles, and also able to carry air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles. It's considered one of the fastest and longest-range drones in its class. Still, despite all these positive features, this drone is regarded as a low-cost iron soldier in the US military, and at the same time, it perfectly demonstrates the best example of human-robot collaboration on the battlefield. And now, one of the scariest drone models, the S-70 Okhotnik B, made in Russia. This heavy combat drone, with its flying wing design and composite body to avoid radar detection, is truly unique. In addition, this drone has a special anti-radar coating and flies with an AL-41 jet engine. Its speed is about 1,000 kilometers per hour, or in other words, 600 miles per hour, and its range reaches 6,000 kilometers, or about 3,800 miles. This modern and powerful aerial killer is a real monster in the sky. And finally, it's time for a joint project between France Sweden, Italy, Greece, Spain, and Switzerland. The Dassault drone has not yet officially entered operations, but its incredible design shows that Europeans are moving toward building an autonomous killer. Reports indicate that this ultra-stealth drone is capable of carrying 2 laser-guided bombs, GBU-12 Paveway 2, each weighing 250 kilograms or 550 pounds, and packed with all sorts of advanced and unusual technology. It's 10 meters or 33 feet long, with a wingspan of 12.5 meters or 41 feet, and it weighs about 5 tons or 11,000 pounds. At the moment, only a prototype of this drone has been used for flight tests and stealth evaluations, but even this prototype has caused quite a stir and proved that the Europeans are on par with the Americans and Russians. The cost to build this drone is estimated to be around $25 million in 2025. But overall, there are various opinions about the use of drones on the battlefield. Some believe that drones have made warfare smarter, but also more dangerous. There are also those who question the ethical issues related to the use of drones. In fact, since drones make it possible to carry out attacks without the direct presence of soldiers, technical errors or incorrect information can lead to the deaths of innocent people. Some also say that drones make it easier for countries to go to war with less risk, because this way there's no need to send soldiers to the battlefield. This in itself could lead to an increase in military conflicts, but if you ask for my opinion, I'd say that drones have changed the very concept of war. War is no longer just about cannons, tanks, and guns. Now, an operator from 1,000 kilometers away can destroy a city with just one click. On the other hand, drones as tools for espionage and surveillance can harm individual rights and privacy. What do you think? Share your opinion in the comments. If you had to choose just one of these drones to protect our country, which one do you think would be the better choice? Drones aren't just made for explosions. They're designed to see, listen, gather information, and even make decisions. The world is entering a phase where machines fight each other without humans being directly in the middle of the action. But the outcome of these machine wars directly affects human lives. So maybe we need to take another look and see whether concepts like the ethics of war, responsibility, and the future of humanity need to be redefined. Because sometimes the most dangerous killers have neither a heart nor feelings.